Hello there, and good day to you. I'm Frank N. Stein, and with me is my master, Dr. Thrip. Hello there. Welcome to the show. Did I do good, master? Yeah, Franken, you did perfectly. In that intro, I said he could do the introduction this time. Franken, my boy, tell me, what is the topic of discussion today? Oh, it's creepypasta. Yeah, creepypasta. So, for those who do not know, and I don't know how you should not know, they're short stories that are like on the internet, that are like campfire stories, and there's so many of them out there, so many different ones, like Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, Tiki Toby, Lavender Town Syndrome, Jane the Killer, The Wreck, Eyeless Jack, Laughing Jack, Abandoned by Disney. There's so many out there on the web, and they all originate from the site creepypasta.org. So Franken, my boy, do tell, what is your favorite creepypasta? Oh, well, I like quite a lot, master. Like that Jeff the Killer. He sort of looks like the Joker with his smile that he cuts into his face. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, he does. Also, one of my favorites, of course, is the Wreck. Because they're quite terrifying. Yeah, master. I never really get scared of your stories because I don't know what being scared is. But, what you did say is that they were very unsettling. Yeah, some are very, very unsettling, and that's what I like about them, They play, they're quite creepy, they play on your mind as you read them or listen to them. Like you, my boy, you listen to them on YouTube by Mr. Creepypasta? Yes, and Mr. McPasta Master. I wasn't meant to rhyme. Master, when I first heard of creepypasta, I thought it was some food, like pasta that was meant to be like creepy. No, my boy, I can understand your confusion, but what is it that got you interested in them? Well, I was on watchmojo.com and they posted a video called Top 10 Creepypastas, and I wanted to see what they were like, so then I asked you, Master, could you tell me a creepypasta? And you told me about the rake, and then you also said stuff about stuff, and I asked, is it anything to do with the food pasta? Yes, I know, it is, the reason why it is called creepypasta, because it originated from the term creepypasta, and somehow it is evolved into the point where it is creepypasta that it's referred to now. Also, I think that the term creepypasta, it is definitely gaining popularity in recent years. Oh, master, they're going to do a Slenderman film too, aren't they? Yeah, I think it is close to release in the spring. It's spring now, master. I know, but it's got a lot of stuff going for it. Some people say it looks terrible, some say it doesn't. I think we should go and see it before we judge it. From what we've seen in the trailer, I think they're trying to keep the good stuff, minimum in the trailer. But I still want to see it, whether it is going to be good or bad. I want to get it my own opinion on it. Oh yes, must be too. When we go, master, can I have popcorn again? Yeah, as long as you don't make a crunchy noise. But what if I want to pop? Well, you can have your popcorn in one hand and the soda in the other. But what if I want to also have a biscuit? Look, Franken, can we not talk about cinema now? Let's just focus on the subject at hand in this podcast, Creepypasta. Okay, master. So, another one that I read that got my attention was the Russian sleep experiment. The Russian sleep experiment, if you haven't read that, it is quite creepy because it's quite unsettling too. Very, very gruesome indeed. I mean, such as if you haven't seen the creepypasta or Reddit or anything, the Russian sleep experiment, go and do so. It's like in this experiment in the 40s where some scientists do an experiment to help patients sleep and well, not to help them sleep, but a gas that will not which will take away the ability to sleep. First, everything's fine because they're giving enough food and water and books, everything, and then it goes to an abrupt silence till they all start screaming and they start ripping each other to pieces. Yeah, master, why would you do that? Because it is, you need sleep to recharge yourself. Your body needs to rest. But I don't sleep, master. I know, my boy, because you are something else. You're a Frankenstein-like monster creation, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if you don't feel the need to sleep, you don't feel the need to sleep. And also, you don't feel pain. No, master, I don't. I don't feel tired either, because, well, after the first night that I was born, you tried to go to sleep, but I wouldn't go to sleep because I didn't need to go to sleep. And now I am always awake. Yes, you are. Of course, Creepypasta has other things as well, such as, famous television shows from children years, children TV shows that have very unsettling creepypasta stories. Oh yeah, master, I remember that, like Squidward's Suicide or Angelica Made Them Up. The Angelica Made It Up, I think, is also a bit of a conspiracy theory too, but I think there is some sort of creepypasta behind that. Yes, there is, master. Didn't you say some of them could actually happen too? Yeah, I did. Like, for example, what, master? Well, there's the Creepypasta 1999. Oh, yeah, with Mr. Bear. Yeah, Mr. Bear. A child predator could, make some fake channel or something and lure kids into the trap. Of course, that's why it was quite scary. Another one, Lightning, where, the man and his young son are move into this house, and the first night they have that lightning storm, and then the boy thinks that the lightning is outside his room every night. His father thinking nothing of it, as it is the first big storm he's ever gone through. But we soon discover that, well, there's a local predator on the loose, and he likes to take pictures of children, and it's through the window. And then, of course, the father then works that out. Yeah, and then he asks his son if he has any lightning outside his window, and he tells him no. And then next thing he tells him it's in his wardrobe. Yeah, and that I also found quite unsettling too. Why do you find a lot of things unsettling, given the strange and bizarre, creepy, mad scientist-like things you do, master? Well, let us just say, everything is scared of something. I don't know what I'm scared of, master. Because, like I said, I haven't learned all ways of emotion yet. But I do feel some emotion, like when I said I love you, or I think something's funny, or I feel happy. Yeah, my boy, I'm still teaching you about that. Anyhow, let's carry on with our creepypasta talk. Um, Others as well. Some people like to play with fears and phobias like clowns. Oh yeah, like Laughing Jack. Wasn't he like a good clown once and then he turned bad? Yeah, he did. There is an origin story on that. Also, the others like what's that one where it's in the garden and it's a clown in midnight? I don't know, Master. I think it's called something like Midnight. Yeah, it's like that. I found that quite uneasy. I also, thought. I mean, I'm not scared of clowns. But, if you have a fear of clowns and you do want to get scared, then I do recommend Laughing Jack or the Ronald McDonald one. Yeah, and I always thought he was a friendly clown, but he isn't. Well, that is a creepy pasta. Oh, Master, can we just go back to that one where we were talking about kids' television programs, like Squidward's Suicide? Yeah? Well, isn't there like another one called Candle Cove? Yeah, Candle Cove was not a real television show. It was a creepypasta. I did not find that one scary, but I did find it quite a unique story. Good twist at the ending. Yeah. Why would a kid sit and watch static? Well, that's what the parents saw. The children, well, the people that were children at the time when they watched it, they did not know anything as such. Oh, yes, Master. Master, what about Lavender Tower Syndrome? Oh, yeah, I have not been a huge admirer of the Pokemon things. I don't know what Pokemon is. It's like a franchise. They have games and everything and a television program cartoon that I watch on Netflix sometimes, Master. Oh, is that why it's always on the continue watching thing? Yes, Master. Oh, I see. Well, yeah. Didn't you get one of the games? Yes, Master, I got Ultra Sun. I like that game. Yeah, and you also downloaded a game onto that 3DS of yours that I got you. Yeah, Master. Pokemon Crystal. I completed that. Quite simple when you got helpers on YouTube with tutorials. Yeah, they do make good cheating books, don't they? But yeah, Lavender Town. Now, from what I read on that, it was the original Japanese versions of Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green. When they get to the part in the game called Lavender Town, they go insane from the frequency. Apparently, in the story, that caused a lot of mass suicides and stuff. Yeah, Master, and then when they dubbed it or whatever, made it into languages that we can speak, they turned down the frequency. Yeah, they did, my boy. From what I can gather. But what other creepypastas do you think are good? Well, my boy, I do like others, like Abandoned by Disney. Oh, yeah, Master, you said that one made your hair stand up. Yeah, it did. I mean, I found it quite uneasy. It really did give me the chills the first time I read it, when the blogger goes into an abandoned theme park called Mowgli's Palace, and he finds this place, like the whole place looted, and the words abandoned by Disney spray painted all over the place. Yeah, Master. And then he comes across the room that's only for mascots, and he finds all that abandoned staff quarters and a room with costumes in. And then that Mickey Mouse costume gets up, that's photo negative, asking if he wants to see his head come off and the thick yellow blood comes out. Yeah, it does. Master, what is Donald Duck costume and Mickey Mouse costume doing in what should be a Jungle Book theme park? I don't know. It was just something for the story, to make it creepy. Then it said abandoned by God at the end. I know, I did. That is another one for you listeners out there. If you are listening to this, I recommend Abandoned by Disney because it's about a 25-minute long video on YouTube, or you can read it for yourself on creepypasta.org. It is a very good story. I do recommend a lot of these creepypastas that we are talking about. Master, can we get on to the Slenderman more now? Oh, of course, my boy. I thought you would never ask. Yeah, the Creepypastas. And of course, the king of all that is the Slenderman. A tall, faceless man in a black suit and a red tie. And of course, he's about to make a cinematic debut in the film Slenderman. And he is also coming to, he's also like, how can I put it? The Jack Skellington of the Creepypastas, if you will. You know, I don't know if he has a story of his own, but all I know is that, you know, he made his first appearance in the game Slender the Eight Pages. He is tall, faceless, and has the tentacles descend from his back. Oh, and, doesn't he, like, do something to children? Yeah, he likes to take children and impales them on branches. Teenagers he likes to manipulate and make his proxies, like Tiki Toby or Jess the Killer, all them lot. Oh, Master, what about, you know, when, what is it, why does he do all that for with the children? We don't know. Not much is known about his motivation. But it did inspire one real-life stabbing where some young teenage ladies thought they could become a proxy of the Slenderman if they, abide by his rules by killing the friend. I mean, the friend survived, but still, they got jailed and stuff for believing in the Slenderman. But people also say that he can, you know, people have, you know, fixated on his fictitiousness for so long that maybe he has crossed the world into the reality. And also, you know, Slenderman goes back apparently, well, I mean, this is apparent. He goes all the way back to like old German folklore and such. But other than that, you know, not a lot more is known about him. We don't know if he can talk or anything. Is it just me, Master, or does the silence in Doctor Who kind of resemble Slenderman a bit? Only they got eyes. Yeah, I think that is it might be some inspiration or something, I don't know. But yeah, I can understand what you mean, my boy. I can understand that. Oh, but also, Master, can we also, like, think, you know, what about his, like, is it his cousin or his brother? Blender Man, you know, with the smiley face and everything? Oh, yeah. I still know that is a joke, but, yeah, that is quite a funny one. And such. Okay, is there anything more you want to say on Slenderman, or shall we move to the next lot on the Creepypasta universe? What about rest of the games, Master? I mean, we have Lavender Town Syndrome. What about Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh, of course, Sonic.exe. There's others too, like Mario.exe, like Cursed Games or something, Cursed Levels. Yeah, quite uneasy, but I never played these video games as a child. I grew up in Germany in the 40s and 50s. You know, back then we just had board games and dice and shaking and everything. Nothing more. Oh, I see, Master. Well, I also read, and well, I didn't read, I listened, because I can't read anyway. I listened to a video on Mr. Creepypasta's channel on YouTube, and I was listening to Bend Round. That sounded a little uneasy, because, you know, I mean, I don't know what it's like to drown, because sometimes I don't know how to breathe. I know, my boy. Yeah, that is somewhat a creepy one, like from The Legend of Zelda. I don't know those games as well as the modern generation do. But what about other things like Creepypasta monsters? You know, like the Skin Taker from Candle Cove? Oh, yes, Master, that skeleton. Yeah, with the with like the the human liver skin hat and cloak. It's not liver, my boy. It's leather. Oh yes, and also others like Smile Dog. Oh yeah, Smile.jpg. I felt that was quite a good one. A dog with smiling teeth as such. Yeah. Uh, what else is what about that one, the little like Furby creature? Are you meaning Mr. Widemouth? Yeah, Mr. Widemouth. That's a bit strange. Yeah, it is, isn't it, boy? And the boy is told to do dark things, and then when he grows up, he follows the path that the Mr. Widemouth told him to follow, and he finds the graveyard. Yeah. Oh, and there's that one where that house is like a maze. You mean the no-end house? Yeah, I did not find that scary, but I did find it quite interesting. I really enjoyed reading that one. Another thing I've looked at. Have you ever read the creepypasta Normal Porn for Normal People, my boy? No, master, is it sexy? Well, not really. It is like this guy who's told to go on this site called Normal Porn for Normal People. It looks like a low-budget website, like it's not made professional or something, and he finds all these videos that are disturbing. Not a lot of sexual at all, like one called Peanut Butter, where a man's eating a peanut butter sandwich with his wife and there's a dog with him. And then another one, like where it's an emaciated chimpanzee, naked, shaved, and painted red. And then there's like another one, Goblin. I should warn you, if you look at this creepypasta for you listeners, I should warn you, the videos explained and told in the story are quite disturbing. Yeah, very disturbing. I need to look for that one, master. I think you can find it on YouTube, an audio video, yeah. Oh, what about... We haven't been talking much about creepypasta girls, master, because there are some out there. Oh, yeah, creepypasta, females, yeah, well, there's a lot for that, too. There's Clockwork, about the girl who carves her eyes open. Well, one eye open and replaces it with a pocket watch. Oh, master, didn't you say that could be that girl was sort of referencing her in the Slenderman trailer with the scalpel in her eye? Yeah, that's something that Random Ross said, but it's I don't really know. That's just something that he's thinking about, overthinking. Ooh. Oh, another one, master. But Jane the Killer, Jeff the Killer's girlfriend. Oh yeah, when she was getting revenge on Jeff the Killer for killing her family. Yeah, that is a good story too. It's not bad. Another one. The one Sally Williams? Oh yeah, poor girl. I know, my boy. But it's a good story. It's either Sally Williams or I Told You to Play With Me. Yeah. And then there's that one where that man marries a crazy woman. Oh yeah, the dating game when he has been a total loser all his life till he meets the perfect woman but finds out that she is a psycho killer and he's next on her hit list. Yeah. Very strange. Unsettling. Especially when he finds all those crazy stuff on her laptop. Yeah, my boy. Yeah. What about other ones, master? Like, I Told You to Smile. Franken, don't scratch. It makes the skin worse. And with your skin being not dead, it could not heal as quick. Oh, sorry, master. I forget, master. So yeah, that one, I Told You to Smile. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one where that anorexic man, is getting strange feelings in his home. And then one night he decides to video his sleep and makes the terrifying discovery that some naked anorexic man with A frozen smile and black emptiness eyes is staring right into the camera and stays there till 5 a.m., like for 2 hours straight, and looks down at him sleeping. Yeah, I found that quite creepy, Master. Is it alright if it's creepy and I found it unsettling when, at the end, when he goes under the bed again at the end? Oh yeah, my boy. That I did find quite creepy myself. Ooh. Oh, and, what about others like, Persuaded? Oh yeah, when the man is like attacked by sort of zombies and locks himself into the bathroom, but instead of them breaking down the doors, they stay there and wait and whisper to him until the offer sounds very tempting. Yeah, that's like a zombie film. Yeah, it is. Is there anything else you think about that are good creepypastas? What about that one, like 1408, where that guy is told not to look in the keyhole of a hotel room? Oh yeah, that one when he is like told not to look inside and the keyhole because a woman was murdered. His curiosity got the better of him and he looked in it anyway, and of course made the discovery that it was a woman in white with her back to the door, and then the next time he looked in it was red. Yeah, quite a spooky story. I don't think it was based on 1408. Excuse me. I just yawned. I've been working late. You seem to work late a lot, Master. Well, when it's a customer wanting a black market surgery done, I have to, be flexible with my time. I was getting paid good money for it. Oh yes, Master. How much did you get paid for that one when that man wanted to have real women boobies? My boy, I'm not comfortable, sharing that information whilst we are doing a podcast show. Oh yes, Master. Why do we always wear these microphone stuff with us? Because it will record our voices, remember? Oh yes. When's it going on to Random Horror? Because apparently you say this gets uploaded to the Random Horror channel. It will be on Friday, my boy. Remember, we do it because Random Ross, we always send him the recordings, and after it's been out online, such podcasting stuff, we then give it to him to put onto his YouTube channel. Oh yes, Master. So anyway, let's keep talking about the creepypasta genre. So yeah, what about others I know what's Franken. How about you rank up your top 10 creepypastas or top 5? Oh, well, I can't really think of 10 from the top of my head, so I'll do 5. Okay, then go on, do it. Let's see what are your top favorites. Oh, well, number 1, I'm going to start from number 5. Well, I need to think of this I'm thinking it off the top of my head. Oh, of course, my boy, of course. Go on then. Number 1, I would say 1999, and then number 2, Abandoned by Disney, and then after that, like The Rake, and then number 4, Smile Dog, and then number 5, Jeff the Killer. No, not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all. So basically those you've said, but you said the other way around now. Oh yes, Jeff the Killer, The Rake, Abandoned by Disney, and 1999. Okay, that was not quite the order I told you to do it in, but still, no mind. At least as long as the listeners know what you are talking about, then that is fine. Okay, so my top 5 has to be, The Rake, The Russian Sleep Experiment, also Abandoned by Disney, whatever story the Slenderman is in. And of course, I also got to give my number one pick to, well, I have to give that to 1999 for its realisticness and how much it could actually happen for real. Yeah, how it happened for real. So, Master, would you, what about television kid shows? We already discussed that, like Squidward's Suicide. Do you know any more? I do know, like, the lost episode of Ed, Edd and Eddy. Yeah, I never understood that cartoon in the 90s. Also, like, the Rugrats, there's, like, lost episodes of all kinds of scary ones, like Dead Bart. Oh, yeah, Dead Bart. I used to watch The Simpsons. I thought it was quite funny, but I just don't think it's funny anymore. I don't know how it's nearly lasted 3 decades, but yeah, go on. Do you know about that one, Dead Bart? Apparently Bart's dead and they don't bury him in his grave, and then there's like tombstones with celebrity deaths on there, including Michael Jackson's, and Matt Groening didn't want the episode to air. Is that true? No, my boy, it is a story. Creepypasta. Remember what we've been talking about this whole time in the podcast? Oh, yes, of course, Master. Well, is there anything else you wish to add to the discussion that we're talking about? No, Master, I don't think I can think of anything more. So what now? Well, now we go through some of the fan mail we've been receiving from some of our listeners. Oh, yeah, Master. If any of them are for me, could you, read them for me? 'Cause I can't read them myself. Of course, my dear boy, of course. Let's go. Okay, so let us see what our listeners have been saying to us this month and what our letters say. Okay, one is here for you, Franken. Oh, what does it say, Master? It says, Franken, I am a woman who is looking for a man with a good penis, and heard you have a good one from what your master gave you and what we have been told. Could you please let me come and see it, or at least send me a dick pic? What's that? What is I think I saw her once when I was out getting errands for you, Master. I said if she ever wants to see something about me or know something, just send me a letter or something. Okay. Well, I'll let you do what you please with that one. Let's see. Here's one for another one for you, Franken. It says, Frank N, why do you have two hearts from what I know? Do you want to answer that one or should I? Probably you must, because you know a bit better than me. Okay, the reason why he has the two hearts is because one heart can't support his body because some reason it beats 1 per second, not 2 per second. So that's why he has two hearts. One beats 1 per second, the other beats straight after. So he's blessed by Dr. Frico. I thought we've had this kind of letter before from someone. I don't know, Master. I don't remember. Is there any more? Oh yeah, of course. Here is one. Dr. Fripp, could you please tell your monster to stop, putting having wee. What? Frankie, do you urinate on the neighbour's front yard? Well, yes, Master. It's only half a mile away as well. Of course. So she's not the next door neighbour, she is just the nearest home from here. Why do you do that for, my boy? Well, because sometimes I need a wee-wee, and, well, I see her dog do it, I thought I might as well give it a go. Franken, you're not a dog. If you need to urinate, at least go behind a tree or something where no one can see you, or make your way home and use the lavatory that we have provided in our bathroom. Okay, master. Sorry, master. Yeah, it's okay, my boy. You did not know best. Okay, I will write a letter of apology to our neighbor, Mrs. Bundenschläger. Okay, let's see, another one. Here is one from a young chap named Ralph. He says, Dr. Fripp, if I ever go into your house needing refuge and shelter from a car breaking down, you will not spike my drink and make me a human centipede, will you, or part of it? Even though it is accurate, I probably won't because I don't have any reason to have one. I mean, it's a handful looking after my boy Frankenstein. But if you want any illegal operation done, or you're in need of emergency surgery but can't afford the waiting time, or anything like that, or you need an illegal body modification, just come to me and I will certainly do one for you for a good deal. And that is how I make a living. Okay, here is another one from Dolly. She says, Dr. Fripp. It's for me, this one, Franken. All right, then. Let's hear it. Dr. Fripp. I love the Barbie dolls and would very much want to be one. I don't think it is fair of God deciding what we look like. I'm just wondering, could you come and turn me into a Barbie doll? I've had a lot of plastic surgery done, but I am fixed, but I am still broken. They won't remove my nipples or close up my... Oh. Okay, well, yeah, if you contact me, I will be sure to book an appointment with you if that is what you really want. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, but yeah, as long as if it means more money in my pocket, then yeah, I'll do it. Let me see. This one is for both of us, my boy. Dear Dr. Fripp and Frankenstein, my ex-boyfriend is a lying, cheating bastard. Could you please, send your monsters to scare him, or at least, get him, chop off his arms, and remove his genitals and sew his mouth shut, and hang him on meat hooks for me, so I can toy with him, because he is a vile pig. Who is that one from, Master? It does not say. She wants to remain anonymous. Whether that is a prank or not, I do not know. But if you want to get in touch with me, then you're gonna have to share a lot more than just your ex-boyfriend. You need to tell me your name and give me more of a reason for doing it. Okay, so we got time for one more letter from a listener. And what's this one, Master? Is it for both of us again? I think it is, yeah. It says to Dr. Weiser Fripp and Frank N. Stein. Dr. Fripp. So I think this first part of the letter is for me. Dr. Fripp, you are a strange surgeon, but you do give promising results. About a year ago, I had a friend who wanted so badly to be a man, and you did it. I just wondering if you could do the same for my brother, cause he is just a woman trapped in a man's body and wants to be whole again. Could you please drug him for me and do it, because he says he gets a fetish on that. Okay. We can send an intern out to do that. Drug him and I'll perform the surgery. Just arrange it with me. I think she's referring to that woman that had turned into a gentleman last year. Oh yeah, and you completed the surgery by making a willy. Okay, let's not keep talking about genitalia. Okay, and this last part of the letter is a question for you, my boy. Franken, I am just wondering, What is it like having two stomachs? Do you not have to eat as much? Oh, I have to eat twice as much because I get very hungry. I get one stomach that's hungry, but then the other stomach is also hungry, so I have to let that pass down and go to the next stomach. But I do eat every other day though, so I don't need to eat every single day because I'm quite nourished for at least 48 hours because it goes into one stomach and then into the other stomach the next day before leaving my body. Did I explain that one right, Master? Yeah, you did, my boy. Well done. Well, I think that's pretty much it for this month's show. Is it? Yeah. So, Franken, my boy, would you like to do the honors? Okay, Master. That's it for this month's episode of the Thrip and Frank N show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for. Do I say watching? No. Okay, well, thanks for coming by. And I have been your host, Frank N. Stein. And I have been your co-host, Dr. Weiser Fripp. So that's pretty much it for this month's show. So we'll be back next month with another podcast episode. Could I do the intro and the ending again, Master, like we've rehearsed? We'll see, my boy, we'll see. So, are you going to say, bid farewell to the listeners? Okay, well, that's it for this month's show. Bye-bye. Like he said, I'll to say goodbye from me.